know music is life, and we know that when we listen to music, sometimes it can really amplify how we feel, or sometimes it can just like the lyrics be giving what it's supposed to give, like if you don't have the words. But as a Christian, are you actually supposed to listen to some kind of music though? Like, can you listen to secular music, or you only have to listen to gospel music? Now, today's topic is let's talk about secular music. And on this very new episode, welcome to Unscripted, where real people talk about real topics with no filter. And I think I'll allow people to introduce themselves this time. So to my able right, I have the one and only.
Koye, hi everyone.
And to my far left, my one and only sister.
Titi Lope. Hi, everybody.
And the last but not the least,
It's your boy Tizo.
all right, guys, welcome to Unscripted, and this is what we're going to be talking about. Let's talk about secular music. Now, guys, this is music. Yeah. And actually, let me give you a disclaimer. Okay. There's somebody on this set. His side job is to taking some
subconsciously,
consciously some notes.
Yeah.
And also sing.
Yeah.
I'm sure from the flow of what people say you would know who that is, but I'm not going to put it out there right now. But let's talk about secular music.
Okay.
Right? What exactly is secular music?
Music that's round.
That is what?
Music that is what?
Oh my days. You're
round.
But like, what exactly is secular? Okay, let's start from Titi. What exactly is secular music to you?
For me, secular music is spirit that doesn't do anything to your spirit. That's like, there's no spiritual tone or value to it. Yes. So love songs to your mother, about children, about money.
That's secular music to me.
Love songs can do something to your spirit though.
Yeah, but for me, like, in terms of your relationship with God, like your spirit, that's where I see secular music.
Okay. We'll come back to you on that one. Koye, what is secular music to you?
In a sentence, secular music is non-gospel music.
Okay.
In a sentence.
Now, to the man that has a second job, what is secular music to you?
Well, it's. I would start from what is gospel music. So gospel music, I believe, is like the word gospel says, good news. Good news that comes to you edifies your soul. So any music that doesn't edify your soul
is considered
I will consider that as secular. Doesn't mean that everything secular is evil.
Okay.
It just means that it doesn't particularly edify your soul.
So with what you're saying now, you're saying that if a song doesn't edify your soul, it's secular.
Yes.
Okay.
Secular means secular. I believe it would have been nice to have like the dictionary definition of secular, but I believe secular just means what's accepted in the world.
Yeah.
Okay. So, well, so is it that if you don't listen, is it like any non-gospel song is a secular song?
No.
Do you think any non-gospel song is a secular song? Is it secular music?
Simpliciter definition will confine it to that. But the reality is that where we now begin to categorize what exactly is gospel song.
Exactly. So I was going to go there. Is gospel.
Isn't gospel songs that glorify God? Or like just at least...
Is it song worship? Is it elevation worship?
It's just whatever songs that glorify God. Actually, if it's translating a kind of message or a relationship to God or to the Most High, isn't that already like saying like it's a gospel kind of song? If it's either worshiping Him or maybe saying how you feel and all of that.
When we say glorify God,
because
the definition of glorify God is where I feel like the divide is.
What's the definition of glorify?
We all assume that we know everything that glorifies God because He has to be a certain format. He has to be a certain cadence. He has to sound a certain way, which is what most people allude to what gospel music is. It's just like it's supposed to be slow. It's supposed to have like a couple of Jesuses in the lyrics and a God here, a God there. It's supposed to be in a certain musical
genre,
composition that does something to you, like.
So like, so are you of the opinion
stuff.
that okay, that if like how I don't know if there's this praise movie that just came out on Prime, and there was this scene that she was singing, and then it was a worldly song, and she's like, oh, whatever song you put whatever song you have, as far as you put God in it, is to glorify God. Is that what you're saying? Like, no, you can literally have
a song could be a gospel song without there being any mention of God in the lyrics.
Yeah.
But don't you have to still still reference him in some sort of way?
What do you mean? So it has to be. Let me look for a song now that doesn't really have anything that says God in it.
I believe I can fly.
I believe I can fly is an inspirational song.
It's an inspirational
secular
song. And to me, I don't see that as a secular song.
I mean, yes, because like would you say happy birthday to you?
But wait, hold up.
I would say
the thing with music, and let me now speak from the music point of view, is not really about what it's not about what you hear. It's about the spirit behind it, right? So, for example, it could be, let's even say, assumption Jesus was a musician and Jesus sang a song.
Yeah.
Jesus didn't necessarily have to say God in the lyric, right? In everything that he sang, but it's the spirit behind what he sang.
So you're saying this? So okay. So now
we're trying to define
who sang the song.
Is it secular for you?
It's as much as important as what was in the song.
So is it about the artist?
I think
or
this
the
was
lyrics?
deviated though.
Yes,
we're trying to you have deviated. We've not gotten to that aspect of like.
But
what's the importance? Like,
while we're talking about it, right?
No,
we're trying to differentiate secular music from non-secular.
Well, what I'm saying is that in defining the music, it's not just about what was said in the music. It's about who was the person that sang.
Agreed, but the topic
sang, and what was the spirit behind the person when he sang.
We agree. But topic
are we saying that? Okay, let's say who can I bring?
Let's
say
that
Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Stood up and sang a hymn. Was that
a popular hymn that we know?
Yes. Does that song certainly qualify as
in Christ alone, my hope is found?
It could be sweet low, sweet chariot coming from carry me home.
It doesn't say Jesus. It's actually
it doesn't
a
say
gospel
God. It is.
So now,
if Lady Gaga sings that song, would it qualify as a gospel song?
Yes.
But it is a gospel song.
Yes.
So is it actually about the artist or the lyrics?
For me, I think
the spirit. But how would you know the spirit behind the song? Because using your example now, if Lady Gaga sings "Sweet Love," or "Amazing Grace,"
Hallelujah,
so now is that a gospel song?
It is a gospel song.
Yes.
No.
But if your head choir she sings "Sweet Love," "Sweet Chariot," is that a gospel song?
That's why I said it has to be the spirit behind.
Well, you cannot define every spirit behind every person.
That's why I have problems with the labels. So I honestly have problems with the labels.
So
to be frank,
what if Don Moen sings
Coco Below?
Don Moen will never sing.
But what if he does?
No, in the context of what you just said.
No, but you know he will never do it.
In the context of what you just said.
Do you know the reason why he will never do it?
But
because I'm very certain about the spirit behind him.
But that's what I'm
saying.
Okay,
he will never sing
Don Moen is an extreme.
Yes.
It's an extreme. We kind of agree with his character.
Mm-hmm. I don't know when it lands.
Let's bring it up. Let's say someone that is not out there, that is not necessarily.
There's this guy that is he elevation worship that just left something Bowie.
I don't know their names, but
I want to say David Bowie, but it's not David Bowie.
Yeah.
The one that has
the one that had to leave the.
Oh yes.
That now sang a song recently. What was that song he sang? Hey, I can't remember the song. The song he sang did not. You can't define if it's a secular song or a gospel song.
But why is that?
Because the message could go anyway. It could be a plain secular song.
Are you judging it based on the spirit of the artist?
So for that, yes. For that particular
But you can't know every spirit of every artist. Because that's why it's because if
let's not make it like the key thing is because of the times that we live in right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You need to know
if you get to a certain level of popularity or whatever it is, people get to know you. You have like social media imprints. You have things you talk about. You have an idea of what the person agrees with and what the person disagrees with.
You can only see so much, you know that.
Yeah.
You can only you can believe
Yeah.
But
what
we
you
have,
see.
but
And people
the
make
way,
you believe what they want.
Exactly.
no, but the way Bible has always said it, because Bible is this kind of thing.
Yeah.
When you get those kind of things and you're not
Yeah.
sure, you just say by their fruits
We
you
shall know them.
So what is
Wahala
the
for no get
person's
fruits,
fruits?
but okay.
What is the person's fruit? That's the easiest way to do it, because I'm thinking back like 10 years, 15
but
years ago.
but
And Kelly was releasing
Good
deep
song.
gospel songs.
Great songs.
He has a whole gospel album.
Yeah, but as at then though, but like the thing is, I understand what you're saying, but like what I'm saying is, you can actually still produce. You don't know what is behind the scenes. They can actually still put out songs out there, and they might actually not. You might not be very. You're not entirely sure on the spirit behind the songs.
There's a reason why I'm saying this, because for someone that does music, like especially the gospel scene, it's not technically every single thing that they call gospel that is coming from a place of gospel.
Yeah,
But that's
I
like
agree.
It
so
is a business.
yeah, which is understandable.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, but okay, let's that's like one
Okay,
aspect
that's like
of it.
advanced.
That's like one aspect of
Advanced
it.
topic. Let's come back to the
like you listening to the other Bible scriptures that like guide you in your musical choices.
For me, it's my. I know you've not called.
No, actually,
yeah,
it's
sure.
an
Yeah,
open
but
floor.
for me, it's my spirits, right? I feel that when you, to be very honest, I listen to all sorts of songs,
Yeah.
and depending on my mood. And there was a point in my life where I was listening to some particular secular music. I was beginning to affect, like, I shouldn't even lie to myself. It
affect your
was
spirit.
affect my spirit and the kind of things I want to do, the kind of things I want to try, the kind of conversations I was having with my friends. I was like, Titi, this is not you. This is not how you. So I need to check it. So for me, I'm a music person too, in terms of I love music, especially instrumentals. So if I see a very sound and solid instrumental, sometimes I have the tendency to, regardless of the lyrics, I just want to listen to it.
Okay.
But we need to be careful. That's what I feel. I think we need to be careful, because when you, it's just like, this is the way I see it. There's a reason why, being sexually intimate, there's a reason why God created the sexual parts of the body, and you need to feed that part. You get hungry, you need to feed that part. And the Bible said something about well, if you need to take bread, right? But you cannot live by bread alone. So I see secular music. I will categorize music for me. I'm not saying everybody has to take it. So it's like 3 parts: gospel, anti-gospel, and then the secular ones. The
So
secular
the anti-gospel is like maybe happy
No,
birthday
the
to you. Like
no. Anti-gospel is you're saying it clear cut, like you're worshiping.
problem with that.
No, like what do we classify
there are
as
some
happy
songs.
birthday to
I
you?
can't remember right now, but I know there are some songs that it will be clear to you that they are worshiping money, or they are encouraging you to be
okay.
proud.
The spirit behind the song that I
Yes,
mentioned
yes. So, but again, but what I wanted to add to what I don't know, agree that you have a spirit behind something, and then the visible thing we can see will be different. I believe that whatever is in you will I'll be able to see.
Which means by their fruits you will know them.
Yeah, which means
Well,
that
you cannot know all
No,
the
wait
artists,
now.
so you cannot know all their
Kumi,
fruits.
which
Is it by
means-
the album they drop?
no, for me it's by the lyrics.
Okay.
So if it's 2 things, by the lyrics and by the spirit of God in me. There's sometimes I listen to some songs and I cannot explain to a sister or a friend. I'll just be like, it'll just tick in my mind that this song is dedicated to something else. You understand? But I won't be able to
But
explain
what
it.
kind of lyrics?
No, that's what I'm saying. That it's not by it's not
So
only by
are you
lyrics.
saying it's by artists and lyrics?
I won't say it's by artists. It's by the song itself.
So by lyrics.
Plus the way I feel about. There are 2 things. It's not
Wait,
for
what
me.
is
It's
the
not
song
clear
itself?
and cut.
The
Okay.
instrumental,
The drum, the pianist.
The lyrics. Okay, so
Yes.
for me, that I want to take in order of priority. First priority, or the first pointer for me, is how my spirit feels about that song.
Yes.
There's
So
some songs
if
I
your spirit is
listen to,
feeling
I'll be like,
Davido
this thing
now,
is
it's
not
okay.
inspired. Is inspired by the Kingdom of Darkness. Honestly,
Yes,
forget.
yes,
I can
yes,
be very.
yes.
I can be very. Like I
You
can.
know where to draw the line.
Yeah, I can turn to the flesh. I listen to all those songs, but there are some songs that it will just tick
Your
in
inner
your
witness
spirit.
will say, nah.
Yeah, that
is-
this thing, there's something wrong with this song.
Okay. Yeah,
That's
yes,
one.
I agree with that.
Then there are some songs that my spirit is not saying anything, but I just feel that these lyrics
It's not.
It's just bland
yes,
food.
I don't like. How can you be
It's
talking
not
about
elevating you. It's not
exactly? Or
depressing you.
yeah,
It's just there.
yes. And there are some songs that the lyrics they're talking about the things of the flesh, but I just feel that it's permissible. Should be. I can still apply it.
But as a Christian, you should not listen to things of the world, though.
That's what you think, but
it's not what I think. It's in the Bible.
That's what. How did he say that?
Well, it actually says that.
Do not listen to things of the world. Where?
It actually tells you do not follow the things of the world.
Yeah, follow me.
Yes, now.
So what does follow include? So
no,
listen.
follow means that you are
Let your mind
intentional.
steadfast on the Lord.
Wait, hold on.
Even,
I'm not
wait,
disagreeing with you.
it actually
I'm not
even says
disagreeing
that.
with you, but I want to add context to certain things.
Yeah.
Number one, when we are saying this is where that's why I say I have problems with the labels when people say, oh, this is gospel, this is secular, this is whatever. The whole Bible is gospel, right?
Yes, I want to believe so. Yes.
Okay, so I can literally make a love song out of what is written in Songs of Solomon.
Very true.
Would that make it a gospel song?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
But that's why I asked earlier.
There are many places.
It would be a secular song. But
that's what we concluded. Though, that there is secular music.
There are many like stories in the Bible that I can make a song about.
Yeah, I know, but
that will not sound like a gospel song.
We've concluded on that
because in our definition of gospel song these days, there has to be
no, that's what
slow.
You think. No, I don't think. I don't think anybody on this. I don't think anybody on this.
No. I beg to
I'm not talking about what you said.
No,
I'm
that's
saying
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I think right here we've concluded that it's not all songs that are not gospel that are secular. There are some songs that are just there.
They're just there, yeah.
But my next question now is
the question. No, even the how will I put it now? This whole cloud we have put around secular. Secular doesn't necessarily mean that evil.
So it's secular. Yeah. So are we saying that secular is not anything that glorifies?
Do you
God?
watch movies?
Yeah, watch.
Do they glorify God?
No.
But you watch them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I'm not like I'm.
Do you play football?
No, I don't.
Do you watch football? Yeah. Does it glorify God?
But it actually says. It actually says
there are many things that we do that are not like
of course.
No,
we're not talking about that. We're talking about music right now, right?
I'm trying to balance the story here because the thing is, this whole secular music, it's not gospel. Therefore, it is like the key thing is this: you should know what is healthy.
Exactly. That's how.
Actually, the thing is, I understand what you're saying, but it actually also says in Ephesians that as a Christian, as a believer, you should sing psalms and you should sing hymns to the one most high, to the one most holy, glorifying him. So obviously, as a believer, like obviously we know that there are some things, you're supposed to do, and we don't do them. That's why we ask for mercy and grace. Right? Hold on. But like now, you know better. So if you know consciously that these songs that are, I'm not even saying secular now, these songs that are they're not exactly glorifying God, minus the happy birthday people, why are you still listening to them? And which comes back to my question of, when you listen to secular music, does it make you less of a Christian?
No, your salvation is not.
For me, I don't think. Like there are some things that.
So if there's a friend that listens to back to back,
it is not what goes into you that defiles you, but
what comes out of you.
Exactly,
but what comes out
so
of you?
If you are listening to some songs,
it is when you have listened to the songs and now realize that those songs are not starting to bring some certain things out of you.
Exactly.
That's
in my own case,
in
my own case, that's when I have to
look at it. I mean, yes, I agree with that.
Which means that you should limit it.
Yes.
There should be a limit.
There should be a limit.
So what you're saying now is, as far as it doesn't affect your spirit, it's okay.
For me, it's not a matter of what is okay or not. I think the very good place to start from is that discernment. As a Christian, you need to work on yourself so that because there are times, like I said, I've been in my low times, like spiritually, where you just anything goes. And if I sit down, nobody's going to have that conversation with me. I know that this thing is affecting this, right? And there are some times where I'm up there.
Yeah.
I've also listened to some secular music because I want to feel in a certain way. I just want to listen to Davido, just to fit in a certain. I'm very But my spirit is not like rejecting, like say stop listening to it. I must be very honest with you.
So for example,
there are times like that.
If you're listening to Davido, maybe you want to listen to one upbeat, and like maybe you're doing something, you need one upbeat.
Yeah.
But there are other gospel songs that do upbeat.
I agree, but what I'm saying is that the fact that I chose to tend to the flesh at that particular time I don't think it makes me less of a Christian.
Yeah, but you're like, it's also in the Bible that because you know that God extends grace does not mean you need to keep doing what you're not supposed to do.
That's what I'm saying, because it's because you know that it's wrong. I'm saying that.
I'm not saying it's like it's literally there. Like you know that yes, our God is merciful and is gracious, but does not mean that, as you said now, like you're feeding into the flesh. That I just feel like
I'm not throwing a blanket statement at everybody. I'm just saying what I think has worked for me, because honestly, I believe I have a relationship with God. Yes, at least, like you won't tell me that I will know. If
of course, yeah.
And I know that there are times that I listen to some songs and it is allowed, not out of grace. You are saying it as if this song is out of
wait,
it's not
what
of God.
Who is allowed? What is allowed? Like, is it based on your Is it based on
like it's not
like NSC to
no, like I listen to a particular song and my spirit is not condemning me to stop listening to it. That's what I mean.
Okay, I get
okay, so me, I want to come in here because these are parts of.
Sorry, I need to conclude quickly. Just
yes, please.
30 seconds. But my conclusion, like I said, is that deliberate. I will not wake up in the middle of the night 2:30
to worship with Davido.
No, I won't do that.
But
I won't take deliberate steps to now like meditate on those songs.
What's special about 2:30 and the other?
I'm just giving because that is what I will do to listen to gospel songs and worship and pray. I will do something like that, like take deliberate steps, right? Like I'm feeding my spirit to grow. I will not deliberately say that for the next 1 hour. For the next 1 hour, I want to listen to it. It's not going to be a deliberately feed myself. But if it comes, why not?
Okay. All right. So wait. This is what I want to say. This is from my experience of reading the Bible a couple of times. The Bible is complete. The Bible doesn't focus only on holiness. It doesn't focus only on wisdom. It doesn't focus. There's a bit of everything in there, which is why there's still romance in the Bible. Yeah. Which is why there's still being business savvy in the Bible. Which is why there's still even being knowing how to describe have personal hygiene
and also describe the body of a woman. All those things are in the Bible.
So that's our own experience with God is awesome and it is full.
Yeah.
And when I look at the story of Jesus as well, Jesus didn't come to be like the Philistine. I mean, like the
Jews?
The Pharisees.
Okay.
Because the Pharisees were about we have to be this way. We have to be this way. We have to have this outward show, even though they were hypocrites and they were still doing it in secret, but they had to always still pretend that this was how they were doing. But Jesus was focusing on the key things, which is number one, the kingdom of God is at hand, repent, and then he will focus on bringing those that are lost to the kingdom, and he would go out of his way to go into places that the Pharisees would never go.
Yeah.
Because when people bring up certain things, I would say, okay, for example, if the Son of God can turn water to wine, nobody should be so holistic about certain things about, don't get it wrong. God likes us to enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, no,
people need to understand that.
That's understandable.
The whole gospel of Christ is not about you living your life in such a way that you are dead to everything, you are just like a cadaver waiting to go to heaven. No. We are in the world, we are not of it, is what the gospel says. Yeah. There are certain things that are happening around us that we, by virtue of us being in there, we will experience it.
Yeah.
But we cannot just take on those things and make them our identity. That is what that thing is about. So secular music is music. Music in itself is about how it sounds, what the message, wherever it is about to pass across, and the person passing across the message in terms of what inspired that person to pass that message. Those are the key things that make the music what it is. So you can even be claiming to be singing gospel, but your mind is far from the gospel that you are singing. Meaning that it doesn't have any relevance, it doesn't have any soul or power to it.
I remember when I was preparing for my bar exams in Ontario, it was Busta Rhymes and Linkin Park. Can you remember the song? No, not because I'm so
calling my skin.
No, I'm so glad I made it.
Took it up the road.
Okay,
together we made it. Yes.
Because that period I was down because I was combining lots of things then, having to read for my exams, having to work all night, etc. I had failed the exam before, so I was doing it again. So for that period, I needed to lift
that energy.
So I remember then I'm going to work. I'm listening to Busta Rhymes and Linkin Park together. We made it, even though we had our backs up against the wall. At that point in time, that song.
Yeah, because there was the message behind the song.
The song
was to inspire you.
Was inspiring
Yeah,
me.
but there are other gospel songs that can inspire you.
What do you mean by
too.
that song that had God in
these
it?
other gospel songs.
Exactly.
Like the one that will
music.
No, the one that will like that. Don't worry, you can't do this.
Good news.
Wait,
that song not
wait.
good news.
It is now.
For me,
that
that
song
period, that song was good news.
No, I'm not obviously I'm not objecting. Wait, hold on. Let me explain my
break that
point.
one
Let
last
me
thing to you before you go. To me, even in the music that you hear, you still apply gospel to it. Number one, we know that evil communication corrupts good manners. So even in the music that you hear, once you are hearing that there are certain things in there that no, you can't be saying this thing to my ear, you know you should cut that music off.
Yeah.
So it's not about the tag. Oh, it's secular.
No, okay, obviously for this one now, it is. I don't even know what to call this year. Now, what I should call it, because now we know that there is gospel, there is one that we cannot define, there's another we cannot define.
I think she has anti-secular.
There is anti-secular and there's secular to me.
Exactly. But obviously, you know that they are like. Not like obviously you did anything wrong, but in the Bible there are songs that will obviously, or there are Bible verses that will obviously uplift your spirit, depending on what based on what you were going through.
Like you said, meditate on.
And maybe like maybe you're listening to Victor Resi that you said there's nothing God cannot do, or the words of the promises of God are yeah and amen. They can pump you up.
Oh, definitely.
Do you understand? Like, and especially if the beat is also right too.
But at that time, I didn't want to go and be whining generator. I needed something that was ready.
Exactly. So you need a song. But doesn't that mean that you just have to?
I needed that eye at that point in time.
Doesn't that mean that you just need to improve on your
spiritual level or
like
spiritual
spiritual level of like musically, like just find songs that would uplift you even when you're down or when you're feeling upbeat.
The reality is that, I mean, not believing everything you said, I actually agree. The reality is that you would always have a corresponding song of some sort that will pass the same message that you could have probably gotten from the secular.
Can we agree on that?
That's the reality.
We all agree on that, but
sometimes these secular songs are sweet.
What I'll say about that is that a lot of times I see people take that thing as like copium. Copium is like you're just looking for something to cope with something that you know you need. So you can
because I was like, what's copium?
I really like Jay-Z, but what is the gospel? You now gonna be looking for someone that sounds like Jay-Z. No, but you don't have. That's not how it works.
But look at it this way: it's whatever you put effort to that you will get. If you actually, just the way you found that Jay-Z song, if you put in effort to find a song, obviously it wasn't the first time.
No, you don't find Jay-Z.
Jay-Z is there.
But that's not
ready for you.
That's why that part of being in the world and not because we are in the world. These things are all around us.
But
we can't isolate ourselves.
You're supposed to focus. Your eyes are supposed to be on the Lord. So I understand that yes, Jay-Z is looking at you, but don't look at Jay-Z. Look at the Lord. So now, just the way you can, like, I understand.
I can
see Kumi, what I would just tell you, I won't say much, right? Because I just feel it's personal convictions.
But
one thing, I want everybody watching this show and even yourselves, whatever you're saying about this music applies to movies.
Oh no!
If you cannot apply it to
you can't stop in one place.
I'm not saying
that's the hypocrisy of it. You can't stop in one place. It applies to the work that you do.
Okay,
the work that you do, are you glorifying God?
Not devil's advocate, but like devil's advocate.
Don't work in that place you are working. Go and work in church, missionary.
No, you cannot say that.
Don't drive that car you are driving. Because you don't know what Toyota used to make the car.
You cannot say that
look for a gospel car to drive.
In the Bible, it also talks about the business, savvy part of you.
May God help all of us.
At the end of the day, that's what it is.
If you're telling me, unless you bring me that person that does not watch movies.
Oh, there are people like
that.
It
doesn't have to be anybody.
They just select movies that probably don't have any pornography.
It's like when we were trying to push Pure Flix to me. Bro, I got on it on the first day. I'm like, there's nothing here for me. I'm like, what am I watching?
Okay, so on a lighter note, can we all agree that music is spiritual?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Oh, definitely. Because
and to a certain level, I agree with everything you said, but this is where I draw the line. You need to be real. I like to be real.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's be real here. We all have a ear for music, and everyone has a frequency that they vibrate to. That's how music is.
Yeah.
Everyone has a frequency that they vibrate to. Now we need to be careful, and that's the work to be able to guard our hearts, because we know that it's from the heart that all the issues of life will come from. Which means that you need to guide all your gates, your ears, your eyes, and know what's coming in. Now, the level that you are, and you need to understand yourself as well. Know when you are getting to the stage that this, for example, now I used to listen to a lot of hardcore rap back in the day.
Yeah.
I still like rap till today. One of the reasons why I rap is because I like rap.
Yeah, that's
but I realized that the ones that the kind of rap, the frequency that I like, the things that they talk about cannot.
It's not balanced.
Why I just started thinking of it. A lot of times I used to listen to my own music for a long time. Like even all this, any rapper for the past 6-8 years, I probably don't know them because I didn't even hear them.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, I don't. I'm not. They don't move me. Even when I hear them, they don't move me. Like there's nothing that they are saying that
compared to where you're coming from.
Even all those ones they go back in the, even when I hear them now, I'm just like, what is this one talking about? Like there are a lot of things that are unnecessary that you don't need to say, that you just go about that. So the key thing is that you understand how to filter certain things, and that's when you're coming to. And rap is very, very strong on that, because rap is a lot of words are being said.
Yeah.
And if you don't understand how to hear it, like a lot of people can listen to rap and they will not even hear a word of what I'm saying. But for me, I'm hearing everything you're saying.
Yeah.
So I know that I have to consider this and all that. But when we bring it now to even we're all Africans, we like to dance.
Yeah, Afrobeats.
Let's bring in the dance part to it now.
Yeah.
We now say,
but
okay, we want to listen.
There's some
gospel songs.
Like you are jigging. Yeah, but
they are.
No, actually they are. Like, see, let me.
You know, you are telling me. I know that they are.
Exactly.
But you and I both know.
No. See, let me tell you. The thing is, wait, let me tell you this thing. And this is. I'm going to speak personally. I know that obviously I haven't listened to. If not for recently, I even did the Beyonce show. Hold on. I haven't.
Oh, you even went to Beyonce's?
Yes, I did. Because I heard she's a great performer. But I don't think I should have.
That one's even a red flag. Why would you go for a Beyonce concert?
They said she's a great performer. So I need somebody. So, but anyways.
For the sake of our friend, will you sing about that?
But prior to that, I cannot remember the last time I listened to a
Beyonce track.
No, not even Beyonce track. Like in quote unquote, like in not a secular song, not in the anti-secular, but like actually like just these people. Not because I felt a certain way, but because they were just not resonating with my spirit.
Movies in common was
no, movies what like okay, now I'm an action movie kind of thing. I'm an action movie kind of person. And yes, and obviously I'm not like that's why I said that it depends on your spirit at that time.
Yeah.
So now for me, the songs that were out, or even new songs, they were not just given. They were just rubbish to my ear. And even when I wanted and even when I was doing devotion, like there are some things that you read that it will just amplify that, okay, like Bukumi, you know that you're not really doing well in the Lord like that. You are a lukewarm Christian, you are in or out sometimes. Like when you catch yourself when you're supposed to do the right thing, at least you know like you're a music person. Music actually like says the words for you if you don't want to say. And I noticed that, okay, I like to listen to, I cut out all those worldly songs. Not because they were worldly, but because they were just not resonating. They were just not resonating with my spirit. And even when I even wanted to listen to like the bum 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 song, I actually found them when I went searching.
Yeah, there are some.
Like there are some. Obviously, I know it's different, but if you search for them, you find them.
I agree. Yeah.
If you search for them, and that
I know.
And obviously I know you know, but I'm just saying that.
But it doesn't in any way make you the other person.
No. Of course not. At the end of it, I feel like we can conclude that it's a personal conviction.
But ultimately, I think personal conviction.
Let me just say it's a personal conviction.
I would say the personal conviction. I would say everybody has the responsibility to know
to watch what they feed.
There are certain dangers that exist out there, because the Bible has said that everything is permissible, but not all things are profitable.
Yeah.
So it is where determining things that are profitable, that is where the discipline needs to come in. Like, okay, yes, I know that it's permissible. We can listen to David, we can listen to that, but really, what is it bringing in? Is it really profitable? What is it doing for me? What emotions are these things driving? Have I come to the point that I'm feeling like I'm in danger? Yeah. Do I feel not so connected with the Spirit of God? Because you need to be able to keep yourself accountable and assess what's happening.
It's still a personal thing at the end of the day.
Yeah, but it's a personal thing. When we say it's a personal, it's not because to each his own.
No, it's like where you are.
Let us watch it.
Everybody needs to understand that we're not saying it in a holistic kind of way, like, oh, gospel. Oh, secular. Don't do secular. Always do gospel. Music is music. Music should edify. Music should elevate. Know what music does not do that for you.
Yeah.
Chop it off.
Exactly.
Like some people can't even listen to a Domwe kind of worship song.
Yeah, maybe because for them they're
They
like
need
more
to listen
upbeat.
to the
Yeah.
Kolawole Bekes that
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
part
for them
because
to
they,
really
they
feel-
know the
what
it does to
frequency that they
them.
vibrate to.
Exactly.
The beauty of it is that we have a lot of great gospel
Artists
artists
over there,
as well.
definitely.
I mean, they
And
doing
music,
fantastic.
music over the years has even
music-wise.
changed,
Yes,
has
it has
improved.
evolved
I
a
mean,
lot.
Has
and even
evolved.
before they got to this level, there was still a lot of resistance. I mean, I'm coming back in this where they couldn't even believe that as a Christian there should be anything like a gospel rap.
Like
To the point that we're having gospel Afrobeats now.
to amplify
that.
what you're saying, it's just like how Midnight Crew came out with that Fuji song that they
Yeah.
said like how can like they sing that kind of
Midnight
song
Crew,
like that
sing
like
some
that
Midnight-
genre belongs to the people of the world, and
Yeah.
they're like Domwen sings his own, like why, like, so I definitely understand what you're saying.
But something I know is that God created music. We
Of
cannot
course,
take that
of
away.
course, David is
God loves music,
of course.
and I'm sure you probably want to round up soon. Philippians 4:8 might probably guide us in this. Whatever things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are of good reports, and some other characters, think on these things. If what you are listening to don't probably fall under this criterion, such that it's depressing you, it's making you feel down, then you might be
or inspiring some carnality.
or inspiring.
Yes,
exactly.
I feel like that's the word. Like,
That's the
what is
word.
this music?
What's it doing to
What's
you?
it doing to
It's
you?
the one that inspires carnality.
That is the
If
problem.
it's giving
the
you
danger.
exactly,
Yeah.
I feel like you really hit it on you hit
That's
the nail on
the
the head.
word.
Like
Yeah.
literally, like that's just what it is. And Titi Lope, do you have any closing remarks regarding music and all of that?
Yeah, closing remark is just to kind of like build yourself, your spiritual sensitivity to a level where, like Tizu said, you're able to filter things. Not because Kumi said, not because Pastor Bayo said, but because, based on your relationship with God.
Yeah, personal one.
Yeah, and then I also want to say that we are all human beings. Like, sometimes we err, as in we tend to, we're in our low times where we are doing things that even God doesn't want us to do. But the most important thing, are you able to pick yourself up and get back to speed? So don't feel bad if you've done things. Aside music, people have done terrible things. People do terrible things from time to time, and you should be able to get back on your feet and.
I would mention that you need to know where you are in Christ as well.
Yes.
I don't expect you as a worship leader.
Be feeding back to back.
True.
Worship
Wait.
leaders are looking at you.
I don't want to break one table here.
No, I'm looking at you, worship leader. Don't come and
Is
give us
it bad
the
for a
tune
worship
of-
leader to listen
Don't
to
come and
David?
give us the tune of.
As a worship leader, you can't be listening to
Davido.
back to back. However, maybe on your birthday.
Once a week.
Wait now, maybe however on your birthday. No, sincerely.
Like, shall we
What is
thank
allowed?
you?
Once a week, once a month.
No, because I understand that. See, the thing with Christianity, I always tell people is that you don't have to measure yourself against everybody,
Every other
Yeah.
person.
but you need to know that there are certain levels that you get to,
Yeah.
that those things that are permissible
Yes,
will
of
be
course.
reducing.
Of
True,
course,
true.
yes.
It doesn't have to be anybody that will be telling
Nobody
you.
will tell you.
Yeah.
Actually,
You
I agree
should
with
know.
That's
You
why
know.
You should know that I've gone to this level
just
now.
yourself.
This thing is not really it's permissible, but at this level, profit is not what
It's
it.
not.
The answer is not what it. Take it off.
Yeah.
Like and that's why I don't. When you get higher in the levels of
the thing will
Christianity,
filter
Yeah.
those
by
things will
itself.
just go by itself.
Yes.
I agree
It's
with
not
you.
something that you need to. They said.
Oh,
I have
yeah,
to
you
cut
don't
that
tell someone,
secular-
don't listen to
I
this
have to
song.
block Sirius XM to play. Because radio stations will always play.
Yeah.
You pass by the road, they'll play this song. You watch a TV ad. The songs are there somewhere. These things are just all around
Yeah.
us.
Sure.
You just need to be able to guard yourself
Right.
and know how to filter those things out.
Sure.
And that's the key to it. And don't get too bogged down by labels or gospels. Just always know by the fruits, you will know them. Follow beyond just listening to the music. Try to know about the person singing the songs and
But
try to
there's
see
just
the
a
fruits
lot.
of the person. It's a lot, but it is what you have to do
Yeah.
to guide yourself. It's all diligence. It's
Your
due diligence.
responsibility.
You, like you said, music is something that will keep looping in your head because it's like it's playing and replaying it to your mind. Because music is like confessions.
Yeah.
So if you get a song
Over
that
and
is
over.
so wrong stuck in your head,
Oh no.
like the people that have been singing Loading at the top since we got it. Yeah, I'm not saying anything though. It will not be loading for you at the top for you, Jesus.
Amen.
All right, then on that note,
You
we're
will not ask
gonna.
me.
No, you already did your closing remark.
That still goes to my okay. If you insist, but
Okay, your closing remark, yes.
guard your hearts. I'll take on what Tizu said. Just to reiterate what he said. The ear gates, the eye gates. What you take in is what you definitely bring out. So when you guard your heart with all diligence for out of these the issues of life, if you are intentional about where you want to be in life, and all you are listening to is
Lonely at the top.
can finish.
All right, on that note, it's been a wonderful episode with my fellow amazing people. And what do you guys think? What do you think about music? What do you think about secular music? Let's know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe,
And
share.
share.
And until next time, bye guys.
Bye.